everyone, welcome to your weekly reading. Before we get into the tarot reading and the love reading, I'm going to give you some messages that I channeled from Spirit. I have already recorded most of the love readings for July. I'm going to be posting those in a few days. There are some very strange readings in there. I was really intrigued by some of them, and I will be posting them in a few days. Okay, so first let's get into the messages from Spirit. I asked them to tell me about the energies for next week. They mentioned something about trying to figure something out, and I heard the word evidence. So I feel like you've been trying to put two and two together with something, and it could be that next week you finally have that evidence, as they called it, that you need, or that missing part of the puzzle. It just seems like you've been kind of confused, you've been in the dark, you've been trying to figure out maybe what's going on in your life, or what's going on with your partner or your children. And next week, you may either be searching for that piece of evidence, or you finally have it and you finally know exactly like what's been going on. Because they told me you've been trying to figure something out, like you don't quite know where you stand, or you're kind of in the dark in some aspect of your life. I did hear it's going to be there's a very masculine energy for the week, and I did hear running around. So I feel like it's going to be very busy, very active. I don't feel like it's going to be a week where you're just kind of laying down on the couch watching TV. It just seems like you're going to be up and around, and it seems like a very kind of take charge energy. I also heard the word library and knowledge. So, again, this goes with that message of trying to figure something out. And it could be that for some of you that you're just eager for knowledge. You want to learn more about something that intrigues you. You want to read. You want to know things. But I do feel like some of it is like that you want to know what's going on in your life. You want to know why certain things are happening, why certain things are affecting you. And I feel like you're just kind of eager to know. Love and romance. They brought up Libras. That's all they told me, Libras. So I feel like those of you who probably have a sun in Libra, it could even be, moon or a rising sign. I feel like especially the sun, either a sun in Libra or a rising in Libra, there could be something really significant that happens for you this week. So they just wanted me to mention Libras. I did hear they are giving them wings to fly. To me, this feels like someone that maybe is in an unhealthy relationship, or maybe in a relationship that you don't really want to be in anymore, and you don't know how to break it to the person, and they make things easy for you and just kind of break things off with you. I feel like for some of you that is the message. Let me say it again. They are giving them wings to fly. I don't know, I almost feel like this is like Spirit giving you like everything that you need, like the knowledge that you need to find a romantic partner. They're giving you, the wings. I feel like this is like angelic help in order to fly towards, your soulmate or your twin flame. So I feel like you're being guided to a new love. However, I did also hear the words mismatched. So, that's why I kind of felt like this whole message about they are giving them wings to fly. Someone maybe who is mismatched, where you don't really connect with someone that you're in a relationship with. It's not just you. You're not crazy. You don't just feel like, empty for no reason. This person is not a good match for you. So if you're feeling that, this is Spirit telling you that you really do belong elsewhere. They also mention Tumblr, social media, and I think it's Tumblr. I don't know, because I only use Twitter, and I've only recently discovered Twitter and become addicted to it. I don't post anything spiritual on there. I follow people. But they mentioned Tumblr and social media, and I feel, because I was asking about relationships, that it could be that when some of you connect with a romantic partner, like on Twitter or on Facebook or Tumblr. I don't even know what Tumblr is. But I feel like it's social media. Like some of you may find a romantic partner on social media. Okay, finances and career. They said there's something fishy going on here. And I feel they did tell me a bit of intelligence. Now, my husband and I always use that term. So I feel like there's something going on at work where you hear something that maybe you shouldn't have heard. You got the dirt on someone. Like somebody confides something in you, like, don't tell anyone I said this, but, you know, so-and-so is doing this. There's something weird. I feel like there's something weird going on at work that shouldn't be going on. And maybe this involves you, or maybe you hear about someone else, like, you know, your boss or a coworker, that they've been doing something, you know, against company policies. There's something weird going on at work. They called it something fishy, but they said a bit of intelligence. So I feel like you hear about this. Maybe it doesn't necessarily involve you. I also heard back in the saddle again. So I feel like someone who has been out of work for a long time, I feel like you're getting ready to return back to the workforce. Now, spirituality. When I asked them, you know, what message there was for those who are seeking spiritual guidance, I heard too wishy-washy. So I feel like this is about your spiritual practice. They want you to be spiritual every day. If you really want to connect with your guides or the ascended masters, it's something that you have to work on every day. So I feel like just be devoted to your spiritual practice. But I also heard the words too guarded. Too guarded. And it could be that some people are afraid of, like, you know, I have heard a lot of people tell me that they're afraid of hearing something. They really want to hear spirit, but then they're afraid of hearing other things. So that fear, of course, is going to block your clairaudience, and you won't be able to hear anything. So always know that you're safe. You're always safe. I also heard the words messengers and laughter. So those of you who are working really hard to get those messages from spirit, maybe from your spirit guides or the ascended masters, the key is a high vibration, and an easy way to raise your vibration is to have a good laugh. As long as it's at no one else's expense, a good laugh will help. They also mentioned that I feel like this is a message for someone who wants to do readings, who wants to be a reader. They made a reference to someone on YouTube. I'm not going to say who it is because sometimes people get mad when I mention them. But this person is, like, very unique. They really don't care about, you know, like, being like other readers. They don't care. They do their own thing. They don't care at all. So I feel like they're saying just be unique if you want to be a reader. Don't worry about, you know, who am I going to be like? Am I going to be more like this person or that person? Maybe you bring something completely different to the table as far as readings. Okay, so let's go ahead and begin. Take a drink of water here. They did advise me to keep a drink nearby. Not being rude, but it does help to connect better. Okay. So this is the weekly reading for the week of June 26th. What are the energies around the week of June 26th? Weekly reading for the week of June 26th. What are the messages? What are the messages for the week of June 26th? Okay, so let me go ahead and get 9 cards. Ten of Swords. The Magician. Strength. Knight of Pentacles. Ace of Cups. Eight of Pentacles. the Fool. Seven of Pentacles. And the final card will be Three of Wands. And what's at the bottom of the deck? The Ace of Swords. Okay, so give me a moment to look this over and tie everything together. See what we have going on here. Okay, so the heart of the reading here is the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is usually related to a new beginning, a new emotional experience, a new relationship, psychic abilities, rekindling an old relationship. It's just, you know, kind of emotions flowing. I do notice, you know, that we have the Ace of Cups, which is a new beginning. At the bottom of the deck, we had the Ace of Swords, and then over here we have the Fool, which is a new beginning. You know, like, that's already 3 new beginnings, and we start off with an ending, which is the Ten of Swords. I'm trying to go back to what Spirit said. I guess it helps that when I write them down, because I don't remember what I say. Yeah, because they had told us that we're trying to figure something out. And it could be that that finally happens for you when you figure something out. This may trigger some type of ending, but there are all these like new beginnings around you. But let's start with the top row here. The Ten of Swords, the Magician, and Strength. So the Ten of Swords, you know, it's a very kind of like in-your-face card, because it means that they're kind of telling you, or not telling you, but yelling at you, get back up. It means that you've been betrayed, that you've been down, that you've hit rock bottom, and they're telling you that the worst is behind you. You don't have to live in fear anymore. You can move on. You can trust again. You can love again. That is the heart of the reading. You can start over. I mean, like I said, there are 3 new beginnings in this reading. So if something has happened to you in any area in your life where you just feel like, you know, someone betrayed you, or you feel defeated, that's another energy from the Ten of Swords. You just feel like life has stabbed you in the back with 10 swords. You feel defeated. They're telling you that you can trust again, that the worst is behind you. You can move on now. You're free to move on. And that is going to be up to you, because look at what we have going on here. The Magician and Strength. The Magician is telling you that your life is going to be what you make of it. You're creating your own reality. So if you're going to decide, I feel like I said this last week, if you're going to decide that you are a victim and that you were betrayed and that you can never trust again, then you have, you know, that is your decision, and Spirit has to respect that, because the Magician is always saying that you're a co-creator, that it's not anyone else creating your reality. It's not God, it's not your angels, it's not your spirit guides, it's you. You're the one making the magic happen. But you can only make that magic happen if you move on from that energy of the Ten of Swords, where you've just been defeated or betrayed, or you've just been in a really low place. Now, Strength is telling us that no, it's not going to be easy. Strength is usually a reference to spiritual strength, and it means that you have to conquer your inner beast. You have to make friends with your inner beast. That would be like negative thoughts, self-defeating thoughts. So it just seems like you're making a comeback, but some negative inner chatter is trying to like suck you back in to this place here. But only you can make a decision as far as like, are you going to let that happen, or are you going to pick yourself up and walk away and move on to these new beginnings that are waiting for you? And sometimes with Strength, you have to be very patient. You know, this may not happen overnight, especially if you've been in this, you know, Ten of Swords energy for a while. It's going to take some time for you to get back on your feet. But it's also, you know, it always means that you have to be very patient and persistent, maybe even forgiving with someone around you. Okay, so let's move on to this row here. Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, Eight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles, it could be someone who's an earth sign. And, you know, it is next to the Ace of Cups. It could be that someone is kind of meeting a new romantic partner this week. To me, the Knight of Pentacles, if it's not a person, it also just represents kind of new people and new experiences. I mean, it makes sense with what's going on up here. If someone, if a romantic partner has betrayed you and you just kind of feel like you can't trust again, you feel like you're still lying on the ground with those 10 swords, they're telling you to pick yourself up because a new love awaits. And it could be that, it's someone who's an earth sign, or it could just mean that there are new people coming into your life. Like I said, new people, new experiences, and here, a new love. I also feel, the Knight of Pentacles, it represents progress. All the Knights represent change and movement, but this Knight means that you're making progress, even though it doesn't feel that way. So I feel, because it's lined up here, with the 10 of Swords and the Fool, literally an ending and a new beginning, with the Knight of Pentacles right in the middle, it means that even though you feel like you're down, or you've been betrayed or defeated, you're making progress, you're healing, even though it doesn't feel that way to you. It's happening very gradually. Like I said, with Strength here, this means that you have to be patient, but you really have to feel in control. And I know that was a strong theme in last week's weekly reading. But I do feel like for some of you, this is related to relationships with the Ace of Cups, as a heart of the reading. It just means that, there could be a new love coming into your life, or someone from the past coming back to heal things. Maybe someone that broke your heart. But also, I feel like the Ace of Cups could also mean self-love. This is just emotions, very deep emotions. I feel like someone needs to really connect with their emotions in order to get past what has happened here, where you really feel you have been wronged. And with the Eight of Pentacles here, this can, this is the work card. It can mean that, again, that it's not going to be easy, that it's going to take some work to get out of this energy from the 10 of Swords, that it's difficult. I'm just looking at what's going on right here. Strength, Eight of Pentacles, Three of Wands. This is pretty significant because, like I said, Strength is just kind of like a message of hang in there, it's going to get better, but watch your thoughts, watch the negative self-chatter. Like I said, this is work. It means that you have your work cut out for you. And this is you this is a very future-oriented card. You kind of looking to see, is my ship going to come in? Are things going to get better for me? Yes, they are. This card is saying yes, but it's going to take some work. I even feel like some of you, they're saying there is work to do emotionally. Whether this means, relationship-wise, trusting again, wanting to look for love again. I feel like this is connected to the Ace of Cups. For some of you, maybe not everyone, they could also be telling you, I feel like I said this last week, that there could be, a flirtation going on at work. They did say something fishy would be going on at work, but I feel like seeing this together, that there could be someone, a new experience, a new relationship going on in the workplace. Now down here, the Fool, Seven of Pentacles, Three of Wands. So the Fool, it's a major arcana, and in this reading we have 3. So the Fool always means that, it's a new beginning. And like I said, in this reading we have 3. The Fool is always a message that you have to follow your heart and your intuition. That you have to take a risk in order to have this new beginning. Nothing is guaranteed. So when this comes up, there's an opportunity for you, but you're suspicious. It's like you don't trust that this is going to work out for you. But the Fool is always a message that it will work out. You just have to follow your heart. And don't be afraid of failing. Seeing the Seven of Pentacles here, Seven of Pentacles and the Three of Wands, this is literally that opportunity. There's an opportunity that comes up this week, something new. Because it's a major arcana, it's something significant. You have been waiting here for something to happen in your life with the Three of Wands. You've been looking for this big opportunity, this big change, or whatever it is. You've been looking towards the future to see when is this going to happen. And you've been waiting for some time with the Seven of Pentacles here. Because the Seven of Pentacles is not a card of action. It just means that you've been doing a lot of thinking and questioning analyzing, you've been thinking about the past and the future. There's definitely, you know, feels like that message that they gave us about trying to figure something out and evidence. This is a card of trying to figure something out. Maybe you've been trying to figure something out about what's coming up for you or when that opportunity is going to happen for you. And literally it's right here, a new beginning. But with it being the Fool, it just means that it's not going to be an opportunity where you jump right on it. You feel in some way kind of suspicious. You feel like this may not work out for me. This is risky. Going back here to the card that was at the bottom of the deck, the Ace of Swords. This is always, you know, kind of a card saying that you need a new way of thinking. I mean, seeing strength here. Again, this is a card of conquering your inner beast, your ego. Your ego is not going to help in this situation. It just seems like this week you can do away with the past, gradually kind of healing from the past. Again, going back to this could be that insight that Spirit was talking about, trying to figure something out, you know, this evidence that they were talking about. Because the Ace of Swords, it represents like an epiphany, you know, the truth. It also represents the truth, an aha moment, like, ha, I finally figured it out, I finally know. So it could be that you finally know something about the past. You finally know why you were betrayed or why someone left you, why something didn't work out. Whatever it is, I feel like this helps you heal emotionally, or this helps you move on in your love life. It helps to stop the inner chatter. It helps to make you feel more in control of your life. It helps you to meet, you know, to bring in new energies, new people, of course, new beginnings. You can get out as energy of the Seven of Pentacles. It's not a negative card, but it is a card of really kind of looking at something. That's why we always see someone in the card just kind of staring at something and like they're in the middle of a thought, because you're kind of like analyzing something to death with the Seven of Pentacles. You're really kind of examining every detail. So I feel like something happens where you're finally freed from this energy and you receive something, because the Three of Wands, like I said, is a very future-oriented card where you've been looking to see, like, when am I going to receive? Where's my big break? Where's my opportunity? And I feel like something happens to, maybe something clicks mentally. You finally know something. You finally know the truth. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to the love reading. Okay, so let's get into the love reading. I did forget to mention in the weekly reading, because I was giving the messages, that I have changed my turnaround from 30 days to 14 days now. Because I know some people were concerned about the wait time, but I did have a lot of things pending, so I have changed it back to 14 days. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the reading. I've already properly shuffled. I'm just going to give the deck another quick shuffle just like this. This is the love reading for the week of June 26th. Love reading for the week of June 26th. What are the energies around love and romance for the week of June 26th? Love reading for the week of June 26th. I'm hearing like the words very cheesy, which is, you know, perfect for a love reading. I feel like somebody I don't know, like somebody like gives you a card or writes you a letter or some type of like very cheesy display of affection. It's either someone that communicates with you, or it's either that you are communicating with someone else and really opening your heart. That's what I'm getting. Okay, so what are the energies around love and romance for the week of June 26th? Okay, so let's go ahead and get 9 cards. And the first card is very cheesy, the Knight of Cups. The High Priestess. the Two of Wands, the Ten of Cups, the Fool, which we also had in the weekly reading, the Ace of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, also in the weekly reading, the Ace of Cups, also in the weekly reading. No wonder I heard the words so very cheesy. And the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. So give me a moment to look this over and tie everything together. I am hearing the words that somebody needs to bend their rules. So if you have a rule, something like they don't call me, I'm not going to call them. You could be keeping a beautiful relationship at a distance. You do have the Two of Wands here, which is a delay. Yeah, one thing that really stands out in this reading is that we have, again, just like in the weekly reading, I forgot to show you what's at the bottom of the deck. Look at that. Two of Cups. And accidentally, I showed you what was underneath that, the Lovers. What I was going to say is I noticed that we have 3 new beginnings. I'll just kind of put them here so you can look at them. That we have 3 new beginnings in this reading, just like we had 3 new beginnings in the weekly reading. So it just seems like they're, that's probably why Spirit was saying they're giving them the wings to fly. Like the door is wide open to love if that is what you are looking for, or if you're looking to reunite with a partner. Okay, so let's take it one roll at a time here. Knight of Cups, the High Priestess, the Two of Wands. Knight of Cups is, it could be someone who's a water sign, but to me this card is like a knight in shining armor. This is a new love interest. This is someone offering you love, a relationship, or marriage. I do feel like, like this relationship, like it hasn't quite happened yet. Something is stalling it. The Two of Wands. And frankly, like when I channel, I forget what I said. I know that I said something, and I already forgot what I said. So rewind the video. I did hear something when I was shuffling the cards, but I already forgot what it was. That's why I write these things down. I do feel like somebody is like putting off something here. There's a lot of guidance nudging you in a direction of someone. Because the High Priestess is your intuition, your spirit guides, your angels. It is spirit, basically. They're trying to show you what is the right path for you. They're showing you signs. And because it's next to the Knight of Cups, I feel like this is a romantic partner. They're trying to show you what to do. They're trying, or if you're single, they're trying to show you who is the ideal partner for you, who is your life partner. But I feel like someone may not be listening because the High Priestess is there. Not the High Priestess, but the Two of Wands. Things are on hold, or there's a delay in your love life because someone is processing some messages. And it could be you, or it could even be a romantic partner. It could be that they're not understanding. They're not understanding what's going on. Maybe they're not healing from something, or they're not listening to their guidance. I am hearing that this has something to do with the weekly reading. Which, like I said, is very similar to this reading because we had 3 new beginnings. And we have 3 in this reading and 3 in the other. And we do have some, repeating cards, more than one. Okay, so, like I said, I feel like there's a push towards a romantic partner or guidance to help you heal a relationship, but I feel like something is stalling it because the Two of Wands, it does represent a delay. It represents that things are on hold. It could even represent a choice between 2 things or 2 people, like someone having to decide between their love life and their career, or choosing between 2 partners. I feel like there's a lot of guidance to end this delay, to finally make something happen. next row here. Ten of Cups, the Fool, Ace of Wands. So 2 new beginnings with a Ten of Cups right here. It's like a new era is what I'm hearing. If you've been like struggling in your relationship, the Ten of Cups is a card of marriage and family and happiness. I feel like if things have not been very happy, there's all this new energy here. There's all this new energy. I feel like you can be happy again. Like a relationship can be, it can be fixed, it can be healed. But you know, seeing these 3 new beginnings here, I feel like it can't be the same relationship. It's like something has to change. I mean, the Fool is a major arcana. It's the heart of the reading. This card represents, you know, it's a new beginning, but it's kind of like a risky new beginning, a very uncertain new beginning. Kind of like the Ace of Swords, which was at the bottom of the deck in the weekly reading. So I feel like, you know, you may be working out something with a partner where you may be suspicious. You may be thinking, like, can I really trust this person? There was this message from my guides about trying to figure something out and evidence. And, you know, they're giving them the wings to fly. I don't know. The Fool usually means that it's a new beginning, but you have to trust your heart and your intuition, and that is literally right here. Here's your heart, and here's your intuition, and here is a new beginning. So I feel like anywhere where a partner is trying to fix a relationship, trying to get back together with you, and you're thinking, like, I don't know if I want this person in my life because they stabbed me in the back, literally in the weekly reading they did. They stabbed me in the back, or they betrayed me. It could be that you have to just trust your intuition and your heart and let them back in. And then you have the Ace of Wands here. Again, this is saying, like, there's a new beginning, but you can't bring the old energy along with you into the new. The Ace of Wands means you're going to start over. It's a new beginning, but it's an entirely new beginning. It's like everything off the table completely. Like, you're reinventing yourself and your life. So I feel like in order for things to really work out here in the Ten of Cups, everything has to be transformed. To me, this always feels like a major arcana, even though it is not. And it is lined up with a major arcana. It just means that things can't be the same. Like, it can't be the same old arguments, or it could be that both partners need to reinvent themselves and you have to start over. It just means like everything new. And I feel like this leads to happiness and harmony. Is that even a word? Harmony in your relationship. Okay, so down here, Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, Wheel of Fortune. So right here in the middle, you know, it's the Ace of Cups. And there's like love all over this reading, even at the bottom of the deck with the Two of Cups and the accidentally showed you the Lovers. It's like, you know, they're putting an exclamation mark on relationships this week. And like new beginnings. Like, you can't save that relationship, or you can have a new love in your life. I feel like for those of you that are like hoping like for a new love, this could be it. And I mean, this card was in the weekly reading. This could be someone who's an earth sign that finally turns things around for you. This is your lucky break when it comes to love. Because the Wheel of Fortune, you know, this is change. You finally have the change that you've been waiting for. The wheel finally turns. Luck is on your side. And it could be that that is this person here. It could be someone who's an earth sign. But I also feel like you're just, I mean, if it's not an earth sign, it just means that you're moving towards that partner. You may not be moving as quickly as you want to, but you are moving towards a new love. So I feel like that was, you know, just a message that came through for those who are single. Now, in general, you know, the Knight of Pentacles, like I said, it just means that you're making progress. You're moving towards improvement in what you want. And because it's next to the Ace of Cups, this means that you're moving towards that new beginning, possibly, you know, healing your relationship, or really kind of understanding each other, really connecting. Because the Ace of Cups is It's a lot of emotions, feeling a lot of deep emotions, and I feel like you're moving towards that, having that magic back in your relationship. Like I said, the Wheel of Fortune down here is telling you that things are going to turn around. So if you're going through some really unpleasant energies right now, this is telling you that this is not going to last. This is always change for the better. That you've already done your time at the bottom of the wheel. Things are finally going to turn around for you. Let me see if anything else catches my eye here. Yeah, looking at the reading right here, I do feel like, I see like a knight in shining armor, male or female, coming in and offering you love or whatever it is, a date, marriage. This is a major change in your life, a major opportunity, something that you might be afraid of accepting. So I feel like this is for singles. But again, this is a change that you've been looking for, so don't be afraid of allowing somebody new in. Yeah, and then looking at the reading like this, Two of Wands, Ace of Wands, Wheel of Fortune. It's like, this is the only kind of like red flag card this week, because it just means that there's something like beautiful all over this reading. Like literally every card is just like stunning, except for this one. It's not negative, but it just means that all of these stunning cards are put on hold. They're put on the back burner because there is a delay, or somebody's procrastinating. So I feel like someone's putting off something here. It could be a decision, or you're not moving very fast towards healing your relationship or towards a partner. And literally this will change your life. This is not just love. This is an energy that completely changes your life. A new beginning. And also, like I said, a major kind of telling you that this brings, luck into your life and just kind of changes everything. Okay, everyone, this has been your weekly reading. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will speak to you again next week.